Once upon a time there was a pirate named Captain Redbeard who sailed the seven seas not in search of gold or jewels, but for the thrill of adventure and the stories that awaited him on every horizon. With each port he visited, Captain Redbeard listened to tales of pirates who hoarded treasures, but he found joy in the friendships he formed and the experiences that filled his heart with memories. In taverns and marketplaces he exchanged stories of daring escapades, instead of counting coins, earning the respect of those who understood that not all riches could be weighed in gold. One day, a terrible storm struck a nearby village, and Captain Redbeard rallied his crew to lend a hand finding purpose in helping others instead of seeking fortune. Grateful for their help, the villagers threw a grand feast in Captain Redbeard's honor, proving to him that true treasure lies in the bonds formed along the way. With a heart full of purpose and adventure beckoning him, Captain Redbeard set sail once more, leaving behind the promise of riches for the thrill of exploring the unknown. Once upon a time, in a warm and welcoming kitchen, there was a cookie that had just been baked, and to everyone's astonishment, it discovered it could walk. Excited by this newfound ability, the cookie decided to explore beyond its plate, imagining adventures with other baked goods who had always seemed static and unmovable. As it wandered through the kitchen, the cookie met a wise old cupcake who shared stories of far-off places and encouraged the cookie to embrace its unique journey. With a heart full of courage, the cookie dreamt of exploring the world outside the kitchen, leaning closer to the window as it envisioned all sorts of adventures waiting just beyond its reach. In a moment of sheer determination, the cookie took a leap of faith, landing gracefully on the table where it was welcomed by cheers and applause from its fellow baked friends. Emboldened by its success, the cookie took the lead, guiding its newfound friends on an adventurous exploration of the vast kitchen, where every corner held a new surprise. Their journey took a delightful turn when they stumbled upon a jar full of vibrant sprinkles, triggering a playful moment of fun and camaraderie among all the treats. Once upon a time there was a little rabbit who dreamt of disappearing from the world around him. He felt that being invisible would bring him the freedom and adventure he longed for. He thought of all the magical potions and clever tricks he could use, wishing to join the ranks of the mysterious creatures that roamed the forest unnoticed. Determined to find a solution, he sought the wisdom of an ancient owl, hoping this sage would reveal the secret to achieving his dream of invisibility. The owl spoke of legendary creatures who mastered the art of invisibility, imparting tales filled with enchantment and wonder, stretching the rabbit's imagination to new heights. Inspired by the owl's tales, the rabbit set out to collect ingredients for a potion that promised to grant him the power of invisibility, his heart racing with anticipation. In the soft glow of the moonlight, he mixed the final ingredients with great care, believing that this magical potion would soon transform his dreams into reality. With a heart full of hope, he drank the potion, feeling an exhilarating rush as the enchantment took hold, making him vanish from sight. There was once a clever cat named Whiskers who had an extraordinary talent. He could smell secrets that others kept hidden deep within their hearts. As Whiskers wandered through his neighborhood, he often caught whiffs of anxiety, joy, and even fears wafting through the air, drawing him closer to the secrets they concealed. One day, Whiskers noticed Mrs. Thompson, his kind-hearted owner, pacing the living room with a frown on her face, the air around her thick with worry that intrigued him. Realizing that she needed help, he trotted over and nudged her gently, inviting her to share her burden, reminding her that even secrets can be less heavy when shared. As she poured out her heart, Whiskers could smell the mixture of relief and anxiety in the air, feeling the weight of her secrets start to lift like a fog. With each playful pour at the yarn, Whiskers reminded her of the joy present in life's simplest moments, illuminating the path to healing and connection. As night fell, the world outside transformed into a tapestry of twinkling stars, and Whiskers knew that secrets once shared could lead to peace and hope. Once upon a time, in a land where the fruit was larger than life, there lived a girl who discovered an extraordinary adventure on a giant blueberry. With a sense of adventure bubbling inside her, she decided to embark on a quest to find the legendary Strawberry Mountain, imagining the sweet treasures that awaited her there. As they raced through the fields, she felt the wind in her hair and the thrill of freedom, every bounce bringing her closer to her sugary destination. Upon reaching Strawberry Mountain, she could hardly believe her eyes. The landscape was a dream come true, filled with sweet aromas and delicious surprises waiting to be discovered. Climbing higher, she felt like a queen in a kingdom of sweetness. the majestic view igniting her spirit as she and her blueberry friend celebrated their incredible journey together. At the top, they relished a picnic feast, the taste of fresh fruits, and the joy of friendship filling their hearts as the sun began to set in a spectacular display. As they began their journey back, she waved farewell to the magical mountain, already dreaming of the next adventure that awaited them in this enchanting land. In a quaint little village there lived a peculiar cat named Whiskers, who possessed an extraordinary ability. He could smell secrets. With his keen sense of smell, Whiskers wandered the cobbled streets, uncovering whispers and hidden tales that were long forgotten. Every morning as the sun rose, Whiskers would set off on his daily adventures, eager to unearth the mysteries that lay hidden among the townsfolk. He could sense when someone carried a secret, leading him to people who wore expressions of worry or joy, unaware that their tales were waiting to be revealed. One day he stumbled upon a crumpled letter, half buried beneath a bench, its scent laced with longing and heartache. As he sniffed it, Whiskers could feel the weight of a forgotten romance drawing him closer to the lonely woman who often visited the park, reminiscing about the love she had lost. Whiskers approached her cautiously, nudging her hand, which caused her to look down in astonishment, her heart swelling with joy at the unexpected company. Inspired by the cat's gentle presence, she began to share her tale of lost love with a group of attentive children, their eyes wide with wonder.